The 2025-2026 Premier League season is already showing signs that it could be one of the most thrilling campaigns in recent years. Arne Slot's Liverpool have given the Reds supporters plenty of reasons to dream big. With 5 wins from 5 matches, the Merseyside side established a firm lead from the outset, but there are still nuances in this title race that deserve attention. Last Saturday, Anfield hosted another chapter of this electrifying season as the Reds overcame Everton 2-1 in the Merseyside derby. Hugo Ekitike and Ryan Gravenberch, each with a decisive goal, secured the victory, but the final moments kept everyone on edge. A reminder that even with solid performances, the tension in high-level matches never fully disappears. Unlike previous rounds where Liverpool relied on individual moments to turn games around, this time there was a clearer demonstration of control and organisation, especially in the first half, signalling that Slot's style may be finding its ideal rhythm. However, even with Liverpool surging ahead at the top, Arsenal, last season's runners-up, emerge as a formidable opponent, ready to challenge the Reds' dominance. Jamie Carragher, an Anfield legend and now a Sky Sports commentator, was categorical in his analysis of the two clubs. In his view, while Liverpool may currently possess perhaps the best starting 11 in the league, Arsenal stands out for having a deeper and more balanced squad, capable of withstanding the wear and tear of a long and challenging season. Carragher emphasised that with heavyweight signings such as Wirtz and the presence of players still adapting like Isak, Arsenal have built a solid foundation that could prove decisive when fixtures pile up, and that this factor could be an invisible advantage over the Reds, something not yet fully evident in the early games of the season. It is impossible to ignore the psychological impact this rivalry brings to both teams. Liverpool step onto the pitch carrying the weight of tradition and the pressure of maintaining hegemony under Arne Slot, a manager who, despite his youth, has shown impressive tactical maturity. Slot, who succeeded an icon like Jurgen Klopp, bears the responsibility not only of keeping the Reds competitive, but also of imprinting his own identity on the team. His style combines defensive organisation with vertical, explosive attacks, exploiting the depth of the squad and the creativity of players like Ekitike and Gravenberch. Every match is an opportunity to show that Liverpool have not lost Klopp's winning DNA, but also to assert that they can reinvent themselves and dominate in different ways. On the other side, Mikel Arteta continues to shape Arsenal into a machine of consistency. His work over the past few years has transformed the club into a genuine title contender, and the depth of his squad is remarkable. Arteta relies on intelligent rotation and keeping players fresh to face the brutal intensity of the Premier League, which can prove crucial at decisive moments. The title race is not just about talent, but also about physical and mental resilience. According to Carragher, Arsenal's ability to maintain solid performances even when some key players are absent or fatigued could be the differentiating factor that keeps them in the hunt until the final rounds. Liverpool's immediate fixture list is a true trial by fire. Upcoming fixtures present challenges that could define the trajectory of the team in their quest for a second consecutive title. The away clash against Crystal Palace promises to be tougher than it appears, given that the Eagles have already proven capable of troubling the Reds in the August Community Shield. Additionally, games against Chelsea and Manchester United represent high-stakes battles, where history and rivalry add extra layers of pressure. Chelsea, despite recent instability, remain a strong contender, and defeating the Blues would be a clear demonstration of strength. Facing United, even during a period of poor form, is always a historic challenge, and any slip-up at Old Trafford could have long-lasting psychological consequences.
Considering these scenarios, Carragher's analysis becomes even more pertinent. He highlights that, although Liverpool may have the stronger starting 11, Arsenal possess an extremely balanced group of players, capable of maintaining levels even in adversity. This seemingly subtle difference could become crucial as the season progresses. In modern football, where championships are won not just through talent, but also through consistency and intelligent squad management, depth transforms into a strategic asset that often goes unnoticed by the general public, but specialists such as Carragher can recognize. What makes this title race even more fascinating is the contrast between Slot's and Arteta's philosophies. Slot seeks intensity, speed, and rapid transitions, leveraging his players' youth and energy to overwhelm opponents in the first half, often deciding games before the interval. Arteta, on the other hand, prioritizes possession control, tactical discipline, and seizing key moments to secure results, even if the team must adapt during matches. When these styles collide, the spectacle goes far beyond the final score. It becomes a battle of minds, strategies, and psychology. Another factor that cannot be ignored is the emotional impact of Liverpool's consecutive victories. Each win boosts collective confidence, strengthens group cohesion, and creates a psychological effect on opponents. Teams that start the season with a perfect run not only accumulate points, but also instill respect and fear in rivals, something that can prove decisive in the final rounds. The Reds' confidence, coupled with the excitement of new signings and Slot's firm leadership, forms a potent mix that is unlikely to go unnoticed. Yet Arsenal's invisible advantage remains an intriguing unknown. Arteta's squad is deep, versatile, and capable of adapting to different scenarios. This means that even against strong opponents or on difficult days, Arsenal can maintain competitiveness, exploiting gaps and opportunities that other teams might overlook. This is the essence of Carragher's commentary. Liverpool may have shone in the first 5 matches, but the season is long, and a team that can reinvent itself, manage fatigue, and maintain consistent quality always has a chance of reaching the top. As the Premier League unfolds, every detail becomes crucial. A decisive goal in the final minutes, a precise substitution, or a lapse in concentration can completely alter the course of the race. For Slot and his players, the lesson is clear. Every match matters, and every decision on and off the pitch can be decisive. For Arteta and Arsenal, the advantage lies in depth, the ability to maintain consistency and exploiting opponents' weaknesses without overexposing themselves. What makes this title race thrilling is precisely the delicate balance between talent, strategy, and psychology. Liverpool possess flair, speed, and enthusiasm. Arsenal have balance, intelligence, and consistency. The invisible difference highlighted by Carragher could be the factor that determines who lifts the trophy at the end of the season, but it is still too early for definitive predictions. What is clear, however, is that we are witnessing an epic battle, full of emotion, talent, and historic rivalry, promising to captivate English football fans from start to finish. From now on, each round will be more than a simple points contest. It will be a test of endurance, intelligence, strategy, and nerves. Liverpool must maintain their pace, balance the squad, and harness the momentum of new signings, while Arsenal will aim to turn their depth into an advantage, imposing consistency and tactical discipline. What is at stake is not only supremacy and points, but the affirmation of philosophies, styles of play, and each club's ability to adapt to the Premier League's relentless intensity. As the season progresses, Liverpool and Arsenal supporters experience an emotional roller coaster, alternating between anticipation, anxiety, and hope. Each victory and every slip contributes to a larger narrative, where patience, resilience, and strategic vision will be as important as the goals scored at Anfield or Highbury. The season is only beginning, but the tension, talent, and unpredictability already ensure that each round will be a spectacle in itself. The Premier League promises to be remembered as a duel of minds and squads, where every decision counts, and where Liverpool, led by Arne Slot, and Arsenal, guided by Mikel Arteta, will fight point by point, goal by goal, for every opportunity of glory. Jamie Carragher was right to point out Arsenal's invisible advantage, but the beauty of this race lies precisely in the fact that nothing is guaranteed. Everything depends on balance, courage, strategy, and above all, passion.